Welcome students. In the previous class, you learned quadratic graphs, how to plot everything. I think you all thorough with those sums. Are you ready? Shall we go into the question? Okay. X squared minus 9 equal to 0. So as I said in the earlier classes, you have to take the given equation x squared minus 9 as y. So y is equal to what? X squared minus 9. As usual, what values we will take for x? Good. Minus 3 to plus 4. If we need, we will add more points. There is a empty box, right? So, as usual, we have to apply all those x values in y. Will you accept this x squared minus 9 is a quadratic equation? Yes, of course. It is a quadratic equation. Why? Because the order of the equation is what? 2. The highest degree is what? 2. Even though there is no x term, it is a quadratic equation. So, it is very confirmed that we will be getting the curve, right? So, it is a quadratic equation, definitely we will get the parabolic curve. Now, y is equal to x squared minus 9. So, first we have to apply in the place of x minus 3. So, what you will get? Y will be minus 3 squared. That means what? Plus 9. Already minus 9 is there. So, that you will be getting 0. So, immediately you have to plot here minus 3 and 0. Next, x is equal to minus 2. Good. Apply here. Minus 2 whole squared is what? Plus 4. Minus 9. 4 minus 9? Minus 5. So, when x equal to minus 2, the value of y is equal to minus 5. Next, apply x equal to minus 1. So, when x equal to minus 1 squared is naturally what? 1. 1 minus 9, which is equal to minus 8. So, when x equal to minus 1, y is equal to minus 8. The next value, x equal to 0. If I apply 0, what you will get? X squared means 0 squared is 0 minus 9, which is equal to minus 9. So, that you are getting minus 9 here. Next, apply x equal to 1 as usual. 1 squared minus 9. 1 minus 9, which is equal to minus 8. So, here you are getting minus 8. Next, 2. In the place of x, 2. That is nothing but 4. 2 squared, no. So, it is 4. 4 minus 9, which is equal to minus 5. So, it is minus 5. Next, x equal to 3. So, 3 squared is 9 minus 9, which is equal to 0. Are you clear? Right. One more value, last we will do it, which is x equal to 4. Apply 4 here. 4 4s are 16. 16 minus 9. That is what? Yes, correct. 7. Clear? So, 7 over. Now, half of the work is over. Then we are going to plot it. Okay. What I said in the previous class, before you plot, what you have to do? Check which side is more, either negative or positive, and on both axes, both x and y axis. Now, check before you go and plot on the graph, check whether these are the values correctly you have arranged here or not. Minus 3, 0, minus 2, minus 5, minus 1, minus 8, 0, minus 9, 1, minus 8, 2, minus 5, 3, 0 and 4, 7. We will check whether these values are enough to plot or not. If we need what I told you, you can add more points and find the values of y. Okay. One by one you are going to apply now. First, minus 3, 0. Minus 3, 0. In this pair, x is having negative value and y is having 0. That means we have to mark only on x-axis. Before go and plot, we have to mark which side we need more. Now, take all the values of x, minimum minus 3, maximum 4, right? So, it is nothing but 1 centimeter you can take as 1 unit. So, it is very easy to mark. First, you have to mark it. This is what? Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. For our convenience, I have marked one more point extra on your left hand side along x-axis. Next, this side, positive side, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, we are very clear about the x-axis. Immediately you have to write scale, otherwise you will forget. X-axis, you have taken 1 centimeter as 1 unit. Now, I am going to write y-axis. See y-axis, which is the minimum value? Minus 8 or minus 9. Maximum value plus 7. That means on y-axis, the negative values are more in this question. When you compare with the previous question, there was nothing, but in this question, negative occupies more places, more values, and positive up to 7 only. But in the negative side, you need 9 values. Will you take x 1 centimeter, y-axis 1 centimeter as 1 unit or 2 units? No need to take. If you take 1 unit, it is very easy for us to get the graph, right? So, better, well, I will take 1 unit. So, plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, maximum on positive side along y-axis 7. Clear? Next, come to the negative side. That means downwards, below x-axis. What is that? Minus 1. Actually, this value is what? Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7, minus 8 and minus 9. If you want, you can add 1 more point. Okay. So, minus 9 is the minimum value. So, we marked. Now, we are going to plot. Before you plot, you didn't write here. Yes, remember, y-axis. In this question, no need to take more number of units. Just 1 unit is enough. That's why I have taken 1 unit. So, there is no difference between x-axis and y-axis. Both are considered as 1 centimeter as 1 unit. Clear, children? Good. Now, you are going to plot it. How you are going to plot it? Minus 3, 0. In this first pair, x is having minus 3, on x-axis minus 3, y is not having any value. So, that you have to mark that minus 3 along x-axis or y-axis. Which one? X-axis, correct. So, here you should mark. This is the point minus 3, 0. Next, minus 2 and minus 5. So, x-axis minus 2, y-axis also minus. So, you have to come down slowly. You have to trace the point like this, minus 2 and minus 5. So, it will meet here. This is what? Minus 2 and minus 5. Next, minus 1 and 8. So, both negative. Again, we have to mark downwards. Minus 1 and minus 8. It will be here. Okay. So, this is what? Minus 1 and minus 8. Clear? Can you understand the difference between the previous question and this one? Good, good, very good. Next, 0, 9. See, in this question, x is not having any value, but on y, we have to mark minus 9. You all know very well about it. Minus 9 lies on only y-axis. Very good. So, minus 9. It is negative side, so that it will be here. So, this is the point 0, minus 9. Next, 1, minus 8. Now, it is different from the previous ordered pairs. That means 1, minus 8. On right hand side, x-axis positive, y-axis what? Minus 8. So, it will be here. So, this is what? 1, minus 8. Clear? Right. Next, 2, minus 5. So, x-axis 2 and y-axis 5. It will be here 2, minus 5. Next, 3, 0. So, only x has the value. So, 3, 0, that means along y-axis only. So, this is what? 3, 0. Right. 4, 7. So, on x-axis 4, y-axis 7. It will be here, right? So, somewhere. This is what? 4, 7. Now, we have marked all those points. We will check, we will add, join all those and we will check. What is that? First, this point, right? So, from this point, you have to join. You will be getting a small curve. Join this with this. Slowly, it is coming down. See? And it is touching y-axis. Here, it's coming here. And again, you have to join from here to here. At last, you have to join this point with this 3, 0. Is it looking like a parabolic curve? Yes, it is looking like a parabolic curve. Okay, if this parabolic curve touches x-axis, yes. On which points? How many points? 2 points. What I said, see, if you have doubt, why this parabolic curve stopped here? Why it is not there upwards? Means if you have any doubt, you can add one more point. So that's why I told you leave that box. That means minus side you need more point, means you have to add minus 4 here, and then check what will be the answer for minus 4. If you apply x equal to minus 4, what you will get? Minus 4 whole squared, 16, and here 9. So as usual 7. So that you will be getting 7 here. That again you have to mark on the graph. Minus 4 and 7. Where it will be? Yes children, correct, here. So that's why I told you, if you need, you can add points, otherwise no need. Now join this line with this curve with this. Now see, it is looking like a parabolic curve. It is completed one. Now I think you don't have any confusion in this. Of course it is parabolic. Is it touching the x-axis, intersecting in any point? How many points? Correct, 2 points, minus 3 and plus 3, right? So how many roots it has? 2 roots. So what is the nature of roots here? 2 roots are what? Real and equal. Is minus 3 and plus 3 equal? No, minus 3 and plus 3 are different. Now see this graph. The parabolic curve touches x-axis but on 2 points. Can you say that minus 3, where it touches? Where it is intersecting? At minus 3 and plus 3. Minus 3 value and plus 3 value are same children? No, definitely not. You know very well about the difference, right? So you can say they are real roots, but is it equal? No, it is not equal. So from the graph itself you can understand, you will not get any confusion about this graph. It is real, but it is not equal. So you can write the answer. It has 2 real and unequal roots. Now this is what the nature of root. So are you clear about it? Now the next question. See this question. It's totally different question, right? 2x minus 3 into x plus 2, which is equal to 0. As we discussed, y is equal to what? 2x minus 3. We have to write the equation as y. Y is equal to 2x minus 3, x plus 2. Do you have any confusion in this? Only for quadratic equation, you will be having a parabolic curve, right? Is it a quadratic equation? Of course. How many roots are there, children? 2 roots. If it has 2 roots, then only it is quadratic equation, because the degree is 2, then only it will be having 2 roots, right? So I have to make, by using these 2 roots, I have to create a quadratic equation first. Then as usual we will apply and we will plot and we will find the nature of roots. Are you ready? Okay. Now just multiply 2x with x, 2x squared, 2x with 2 plus 4x minus 3 into x minus 3x. That means each and every term should be multiplied with other 2 terms. Minus 3 into 2 minus 6. Good. Now you have to simplify. 2x squared plus 4x and minus 3x are like terms, you have to merge it. What you will get? 4x minus 3x is plus 1x minus 6. So see this, y equal to 2x squared plus x minus 6 is nothing but what? Quadratic equation. So we are going to apply the values of x, we will get the answer for y. So as usual, minus 3 to 4. First you have to apply x value as minus 3. It is little different because the coefficient of x squared is 2. So you should be very careful when you multiply. You are not supposed to take only x squared. That x squared value should be multiplied with 2. Then you have to find the answer for final one. Next, if I apply minus 3 here, what you will get? Minus 3 square is 9. 9 2s are 18. What is x? Minus 3 and minus 6. So this is 18. Minus 3 minus 6 is what? Minus 9. 18 minus 9. Very good. plus 9. Okay. So, when x is equal to minus 3, you are getting plus 9. Next, x equal to minus 2. Apply here. Minus 2 square is plus 4. Plus 4 into 2, 8. And here minus 2. Here minus 6. So, 8 minus 2 minus 6 is nothing but what? 8 minus 8 is what? 0. So, when you apply x equal to minus 2, you are getting 0 for y. Next, x equal to minus 1. Apply here. Minus 1 squared is nothing but 1. 1 into 2, 2. And here minus 1. This is minus 6. So, 2 minus 1, 1. 1 minus 6, minus 5. So, this value is what? Minus 5. Next, x equal to 0. Apply. When x equal to 0, these two terms will become 0 as usual. So, 0 plus 0 minus 6, which is equal to what? Yes, minus 6. Now, 0 value, when you apply 0, you are getting minus 6. When x equal to 1, apply 1. 1 squared is 1. 1 into 2, 2 plus 1 minus 6. 2 plus 1, 3. 3 minus 6, minus 3. Good. Next, x equal to 2. 2 squared. 2 squared is what? 4. 4 2s are 8 plus 2. 8 plus 2 minus 6. 8 plus 2, 10. 10 minus 6, 4. The next one, x equal to 3. 3 squared. 3 squared is what? 9. 9 2s are 18. And here plus 3. So, 18 plus 3, 21. 21 minus 6, what is that? 15. Good. Plus 15. Next, the last one it seems, x equal to 4. Apply 4 squared. 4 squared into 2, that means 16. 16 into 2, 32. Plus 4 minus 6. 32 plus 4, 36. Minus 6, 30. Good. So, we will stop with this. If we need, we will add more points. And we have to write, we have to fill all those boxes when x equal to 2. Minus 3, 4, 15 and 30 at last. Just we will check before you plot. Minus 3, 9. Minus 2, 0. Minus 1, minus 5. 0 minus 6. 1 minus 3. 2 and 4. 3 and 15, 4 and 30. As usual, I left one box. If we need, we will add it. Okay. Before you plot all those points, what I told you, what you have to check, either negative side or positive side. Which side will have more values. Okay, I'll take first x-axis. In x-axis, at the minimum value is minus 3, maximum 4. So, there is no change at all. As usual, you have to mark 1, 2, 3, 4, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. So, immediately you should write, very good, scale, x-axis, 1 centimeter, we have considered as only 1 unit. Next, y-axis, we are going to consider, anyhow, we will write and keep it ready. Y-axis 1 centimeter. Now, see this, what is the maximum value, children? 30, plus or minus? Plus 30. So that when you draw lines, x-axis and y-axis, you should keep more sides on positive side of y. Okay, negative side, minus 6. So, this side, it is enough to mark only 6. Okay. So, according to that, you have to measure and draw the lines. Okay. Now, we are going to mark it. Instead 1, 2, 3, why don't we take 2, 3, 2, 4, 6. Okay, 2, 2 units. Better we will take 2, 2 units because 30. You cannot write 1, 2 up to 30. The diagram will be very bigger. It is very difficult to draw. So, what is that? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. For the safer side, we will take 2 more points. That means 1 more point, 32. So, 2 points you have taken. So y-axis 1 centimeter equal to how many units now? Correct, 2 units. Right, this is the time to plot the points. What is the first point? Minus 3 and 9. Okay, so minus 3 on negative side of x-axis and plus 9 positive side of y-axis. So minus 3 and 9. You all know that 9 is in between 8 and 10. So it should be straight to 9 and minus 3. So this is what the point, minus 3 and 9. Next, minus 2 and 0. So this is minus 2 and 0. That means the y is not having any value, only on x-axis. So along x-axis, you have to mark. This is what? Minus 2. What is that? Minus 2 comma 0. Next, minus 1 and minus 5. So minus 1 and minus, where it will be? Is it upwards or downwards? See, you didn't mark here, right? We'll mark this also. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6. Now, minus 1 and minus 5. So minus 1, y-axis also what? Minus 5. That means here. Minus 1 and minus 5. 0, 6. Naturally, definitely it will be on y-axis. So on y-axis, where is minus 6? Downwards. So this is what? 0, minus 6. Next, 1, minus 3. So 1 and minus 3 is here. 1, minus 3. Next, 2, 4. 2, both are positive. So 2, 4 will be here. 2, 4. Next, 3 and 15. So 3 and 15. That means it lies between 14 and 16. So it will be here. 3 and 15. Okay. The last point. 4 and 30. 4, 30. So 4 at last 30. So it will be here. 4, 30. Now the plotting is over. Now we are going to join it. We will check whether we are getting the parabolic curve or not. So from the beginning you have to join like this. One point in between. You are not supposed to leave any point, even it is x-axis or along y-axis also. Are you marking? Yes. Join it. We are at the last point. Of course, we are going to finish it. Yes, we finished. Somewhat, it is a parabolic curve. So, it's a curve, it is not a straight line. That you can understand very well. The parabolic curve. Next, the curve touches x-axis. Is it intersecting at x-axis? Yes, of course, it is intersecting, right? So, in which points? Minus 2 and here 1.5. Totally different points. So, it touches x-axis means definitely it has roots. How many roots? 2 roots. 2 roots are real, but it is not equal. So, that is what the nature of solution. Yes, you got it? Okay, write this. What is the nature of solution? It has 2 real and unequal roots. I think you all very clear about it. Yes. So it's very easy, no children, when you draw your understanding and you are finding without any factorization, without any calculation, just you are seeing the picture and you are having the correct solution. So this is the way you have to approach the quadratic graphs. Okay, you know how to plot all those points and how to find, when you see the picture, you will understand what kind of graph, what is the nature of its roots. Okay, very clear. Shall we check now? Okay, so once you check, you have to recapitulate what you learnt. Then only we will understand where we are, right? Okay, now listen. The first question. I have drawn some graphs. Can you see this? Okay. See this first graph. Why it is looking downwards? Why it is opening downwards in all those? Do you have any confusion about it? Is it parabolic curve? Yes, it is also parabolic curve, right? What I told you in the previous class before we start that parabolic curve, when I introduce the parabolic curve, what I told you? The curve may be open, upwards or downwards. But in those questions, what we have done, all parabolic curves are upwards only. Now, see this. all curves are downwards. So from this also you can easily identify how many intersection points with x-axis and what is the kind of nature of roots. Okay, now listen. See the first picture. The curve is opening downwards. Is it touching x-axis? Is it intersecting x-axis anywhere? No. Then how many intersection points will be there in this graph? There is no points because it is not at all touching x-axis anywhere. So there is no intersection point. That means how can you match it? So this with 0. What kind of the nature of roots it is? There is no roots at all. So that is what? No roots. Understood? Next, see that this is also what? Opening downwards, but in this figure the curve touches x-axis at 2 points, here and there. That means how many roots are there? 2 roots, right? So how many intersection points with x-axis? 2. So I should match this with this. I think you also found it, right? Next, and how many roots are there? 2 roots. Are these roots are equal? Definitely not. It is unequal, correct? So this will be matched with real and unequal. Next, one more curve. The curve is opening downwards. It is intersecting with x-axis but not on 2 points, so that it is touching at only 1 point with x-axis. That means it has only 1 point, intersection point with x-axis. You should match with this. So how many roots? 2 roots as usual, but both the roots are what? Coinciding at 1 point. That means it is, yes, equal root. Very good. So it is real and equal. I think you are thorough with that. Whether it is giving opening upwards or downwards, it is very easy to identify the nature of roots. Very good. Next, 2 more questions. The graph of linear equation. You know very well, in linear equation, definitely x square term will not be there. There will be x term and constant term. I told you very beginning, the quadratic equation means what? The degree must be 2 and the quadratic graph must be a curve. It is not a straight line. But what is the question? The graph of linear equation. That means there is no x square term, only x term and constant. Definitely it is not a parabolic curve. Then how it will be? Yes, straight line. Very good. The equation of lines, the graph of linear equation is what? Straight line. Very good, children. The number of intersection points of polynomial x squared plus 4x plus 4. See, in this question, they didn't give you graph like this. They have given a question. That means for x squared plus 4x. So just factorize it. 2 2s are 4, 2 plus 2, 4. So both are same roots, 2 and 2. That means what? Both are real and equal roots. Very good. So if you check like this, then only you will understand whether you understood the concept or not. Okay. Where we are using that quadratic graph? If I am just throwing a stone from here, how it will be? How the projectile will be? The trajectory of the path will be like this, like a curve. There is a parabola and the fountain, water fountain, and the bridge. There you can see some curves like parabolic curves. So the quadratic graphs are not only the mathematic concept, it is there in your real life also. So it's very, very useful in your future. Learn it, thorough it, and do so many questions, and we will see in the next class with some more questions. Thank you, children.